Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am playing with my How to Kill a Kit with Style, but I am also going to be scrapbooking these maps and things. So I have a Grand Floridian Resort and Spa map. Now it is a one-sided map. I also have the resort activities, and that is two-sided. And then I have the Caribbean Beach Resort map. Now this is two-sided. So this right here, we stayed at this resort one night before we moved over to the Grand Floridian. So I don't know how many of these I'm going to do today for this video, but I'm going to do these. These are things that go in my Disney albums, and since I'm working on Disney albums right now, this seemed completely appropriate. Let's see what I can do. All right, you guys, spoiler alert, I ended up doing all three little map and fun papers. Not that I added a whole heck of a lot to them, but what will happen is they will go in, well, two of them will go in 8.5 by 11 page protectors that will just go straight into my regular 12 by 12 2017 Disney albums. I have no problems adding varying page protectors inside of an album. I usually only do it on Disney albums and not even all that regularly, but I don't have a problem doing it. It's not like I'm like, oh no, can't do that. But then I also have friends like MK, who that is her jam. She loves having all different sizes and pockets and flip-flaps and all kinds of fun things in her albums. Now I am thinking about doing this kind of thing for the solo trip I just took, where it will be all kinds of different page protectors and just different fun things and different sizes. And I'm toying with that because it was a solo trip. I kind of feel like, you know, I don't have to hold myself to some, you know, and basically imaginary standard I have in my head. Now I am using little bits and pieces to just kind of decorate this area over here. I did use this kind of tropical feeling paper because, you know, it is at the Caribbean Beach Resort. So there we are. I did stick the sticker down that says our magical adventure starts here because it did in fact start here. So fun fact, when you fly across the country from California to Florida, you kind of go forward in time. Okay, they are 3 hours ahead of us. So, you know, even if you take the first flight out, you're landing pretty late. And then, you know, you have to get to your hotel, get checked in, all that kind of good stuff. So I kind of felt like I was basically going to be wasting a day at the Grand Floridian. And the Grand Floridian is not cheap, so this is kind of how we do that. We start out in a cheaper hotel just to make it happen. Now, this was our last big family trip, our last big hurrah. Before Alex went into the United States Marines. This is what he wanted to do. It was kind of like his thing. We actually kind of gave our kids the choice of things that they wanted to do after they graduated high school, whether it was going to be paying for their first semester of college or a trip or, you know, basically what they wanted to do. Alex chose the trip to Walt Disney World as a big last family hurrah before he joined the military. Chloe, you know, we thought was going to choose a Disney cruise because she has been talking about that literally for years. I even bought the cruise papers and things to scrapbook, and then she decided that she wanted to go to school a semester early, so we ended up paying for her first semester just instead of doing a Disney trip. And then Lana had the choice of what she wanted to do as well, and we gave her the money for pilot school. So, you know, they each chose their own path and what they wanted to do. And, you know, that's what happened. I say all that, so this was that last hurrah trip. This is the same trip that I cried when Alex and Christopher were laying in the hub grass asleep, and I'm having a nervous breakdown because it is our last family trip, and it's our last, it's our last time doing this, and it's our last time for wishes and all kinds of things. But they were cool. They were fine with it. So again, this little bit, I'm not adding a whole heck of a lot, just a little bit of something so that when it is in the album, it definitely looks like it has kind of that same kind of theme, that same kind of Disney-esque feel all the way throughout. Even though these are Disney papers, like I know that that sounds kind of weird that I want my Disney papers to have a Disney-esque feel, but I do. So I was looking for a 12 by 12 sheet of paper that I still had in my Kill a Kit with Style kit, and I found this gold foil crown paper. Now I really had no idea what in the heck I was going to use this paper on. So I just decided to do it with the map print. I have this red Mickey Mouse ribbon, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put it down here. Instead of grabbing another piece of paper or anything like that, I am just going to use my ribbon to go ahead and make it a thick border at the bottom. So I go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to take the black washi tape, and hooray, you guys, like literal hooray, I used up another roll of washi tape, which you guys have no idea how much my heart sings when I use up a roll of washi tape. Now, have I been able to use up all my rolls of washi tape before I get rid of them? Heck no. There have been plenty of washi tapes that get ditched because they lose their sticky and they're just funky. And that's super frustrating, but it happens. So I am going to use some washi tape to go ahead and adhere the ribbon to the back of the layout. And then I'm going to take the last bit of the black and white washi here and place it across the bottom. And now, of course, my adhesive goes out farther, so I just kind of roll that back and make little adhesive boogers out of the ATG tape. And that's really what they are, guys. They're like little adhesive boogers. So now I just need to decorate down here. I have this globe that says best place in the whole world. And you guys, I do have a love affair with the Grand Floridian Resort in Walt Disney World. I just love it. I love the whole Victorian feel, the music that plays in the lobby. Just sitting in the lobby is so relaxing and so fun. On my last trip where I went by myself, I actually went to the Grand Floridian and took a nap in the lobby for 45 minutes. And I know that might sound creepy, but seriously, people fall asleep in that lobby all the time. It's just comfortable. You have music playing, you have a band playing, a piano player. It's just a good time, you guys. Like, it's just a good time. So I am trying to find little bits of stickers that I can place on the layout. Ultimately, I just decide that this is going to be enough for my purposes, and that is going to do it for these projects, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me as I decorated up some Disney memorabilia, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.